Hey, well, guys, I'm actually back with another video already. I said earlier I plan to do this video sometime soon. And I'm going to knock this out today. I'm doing the Daleks storyline from 1964. Of course, it's not the original version. I do have the original DVD version. I do have that version. Of course, it's the DVD version. Just remastered as well. This one was recent because it was done in color. This was more easy than watching 7 episodes. Yeah, that's how long it took for this story. Web it 2, I'm going to cut out a lot of stuff. This one. There's a lot of stuff we're going to be cutting out on. So, yeah, the Celestial Toymaker story releases on June 10th. Because, we're watching Doctor Who on BBC iPlayer, the original one. You know the Celestial Toymaker only has one episode there. That's the only recovered episode from that serial. So the other rest have been animated, which again is June 10th. But I'm not buying it. I want to collect all the First Doctor stories that are available. So a couple lost. And I really hope they're not stopping the animation. At least, if they are stopping, at least stop for a bit and get a better animation studio. Instead of being cheap, there are other animation studios out there. Now, they're working with Disney now. And Disney like to support remastering the classics. Because get people into the classics now too. They can make a lot more money by selling the DVDs. I'm just saying. So of course they have some top tier animators to work on that. I mean that's what you should take advantage of Disney. Sorry. My tongue's been a little off today. I don't know why. Feels like there's an alternative, but I can't feel one. Anyway, I'm just saying Disney should be the BBC should really take advantage of Disney's budget and actually ask for some animators to animate a lot of the last episodes. Now we're gonna have high quality animation with the story. Because BBC just cheaps out on money, cheaps out on animation. Yeah, that's weird, crappy animation. Including the one from the Web of Fear, one of the worst ones of all. I actually watched that one. 11:38. I may play a game for a bit once I'm done. That's the best way to do. Oh. Like I said, you can also watch. You don't have to buy the DVD first. You can both watch the original and color version of the Dalek story on BBC iPlayer. I'm a fucking idiot. I'm really just gonna watch the BBC iPlayer version. Simple. I am a dum dum, aren't I? Oh well, screw it. So yeah, right. So let's get into it. So yeah, the story opens up with the Doctor, Susan, Ian, and Barbara arriving on some type of planet. It's weird. Ian's still just distrustful of the Doctor, which makes sense because this is only the second adventure from 1964. In essence, don't forget, the first serial released in November 1963. The Daleks story began airing in December 1963 and ended in early 1964. No, wait. Began in early 1964 in Whole Place. Says they did re-air the first episode the following week, since it was just the date. Since episode 1 premiered the day after the JFK assassination. as you know. Right. So the TARDIS team are on a series planet. As I said, Ian's still distrustful of the Doctor, though he just picking the Doctor down. You know, and when it talks to Barbara about it, he's starting to think that the Doctor can't get them back home. And they discover a civilization. The Doctor wants to escape, but Ian stands his ground and tells him no. You know, those two bicker back and forth. Can't really see the growth though throughout the story, of the series. Because not all the episodes are available. Marco Polo's lost. Like that's the fourth adventure. And it gets mentioned a little bit in one of the later series, The Reign of Terror. So yeah. I want to play a lot of classic horror, but it's tricky. You can actually buy the Peter Cushing movies on YouTube. Both over an hour long. So I plan to check those out soon. Well, at least the first one. I plan to check the second one out after I check out the Invasion of Earth, which was the second appearance. Yeah. Alright, so they say the rest for the night. Next one, they find a mysterious case there. Weird. The Doctor kind of worms his way into Cohen, kind of gets them to go with him to the city. He's a sly old man. Respect to heart now. Since I mentioned earlier in my review on the second episode, The Devil's Gourd, on the new series, there was a mention of the Doctor being at 76 Totter's Lane on that specific day, and the Beatles were supposed to record the first song. I said that in that video, I would like to see an idea of a time travel episode. It'll be a fun project, like, do a little project. Remake the original serial, but through a modern lens. Like, well, we can make the original serial, but through modern day. You know, modern special effects and budget. Still cheap, but you get what I mean. Like, it's not going to be a remake the entire series. Like, we make the entire series. Just saying, we made the first serial just for fun, or at least we make the first episode. You know, just for a little fun. Fun little project, but also we actually want to recreate that iconic episode. David Bowie does a good job of portraying the first Doctor. I'd love to see him try and react with the same. You know, we actually hear similar dialogue to that in the bedroom in the movie, which I do plan to cover, but that's later down the line. I'll be covering that after before the 50th anniversary special, which oof, that's a long one down the line. Oof, I better get started on the series sometime soon. Right? Right. Before investigate the city, in some type of building. Barbara splits up from the group and looking around. There we go. One of the first iconic shots of these iconic villains. As Barbara screams, you know, if we look for Doctor and Ian arguing and Ian having a part of the TARDIS somehow. I want to see the Doctor reunite with Ian. You know, how long it's been. We like to see Judy Gatwa's Doctor interact with Ian Chesterton. God, William Russell's over 90 now. William Russell's over 90 now, for God's sake. So yeah, this one really helps them look for Barbara. And that's when we get the first proper introduction to the Daleks. Most iconic bits in the series. As you know, Doctor Who was gonna just more educational early on. A lot of his episodes, occasional sci-fi episodes, typical sci-fi stories in between, like time travel stories like the Reign of Terror and stuff. That basically the ones I got on specific stories. I think it's a bad idea using time travel, well, in action, in a show that's got some action in it, for education. That could work well if done right, make it more entertaining for kids. That's just my opinion. They kind of pump it up a bit. The first episode was a great starter, but the rest of the serial is not great. That's a hot discussion. Anyway, Ian tries to run from the Daleks, but gets paralyzed. The Daleks are powerful, dangerous. I mean, because this is the first, they end up being in prison. Because Dr. Ian and Barbara and Susan not being so good. Yeah. And Dr. This might be something of radiation sickness. So, the doctor convinces the Daleks to let one of them go up to the service to retrieve those special pills. I was in that cabinet earlier. Daleks end up choosing Susan. Susan literally has to go alone. Yeah, because the Daleks are obviously just bad. And Susan gets back to her TARDIS. She encounters a being. Earlier, the Daleks mentioned some beings, residents of the planet, which we come to later know as Skaro. On, I think that faction's dead now. Or it's just in the Daleks' future. Yeah, time travel is very complicated. And people saying Doctor Who's woke. Dude, it's not in woke. I don't know if any wokeness when watching the new series earlier. I had some minor groans at some girlfriend stuff, as you know. Against gay characters and stuff. But with how things be going lately, it's a bit of a groan. So anyway, it's not reveals he's the one who gave him the pills. Must be since Susan says to trust him. Those pills, he gives him an extra. He gives her an extra pair just to hide, so she can hide from the Dalek. Hide from the Daleks, as the case. Susan gets back, gives them the pills. She explains what's going on. That man and his people were not mutations, by the way. Who are not mutations. Are a peaceful race. I want to live in peace with the Daleks. She said, not only the Daleks listening in on her. They plan to create a fake treaty. Once that's done, they can kill them. So yeah. Susan sends them a not known as a trap. Now, Dr. Ian and the Delta figures out they figure out a way to escape. The Delta figures out that the Daleks are moving on electromagnetic waves on the floor. Of course, that'll later be ditched later down the line. They kind of get ditched later down the line, as you know. So, yeah. As I'm kind of thinking, they managed to defeat the Dalek. Ian uses his body as a shell to take bite off the men of the yellow Daleks. Right ends up getting destroyed, but they manage to escape. And Ian makes it just in time to warn those those people about the Daleks plan. If only a few of them dying. Escape. As the Daleks, they're coming back. They'll be back to take them down in numbers. Ian tries to convince them to help, but they're refusing to listen. And that. But Ian finds a way to help. Basically saying that he'll just basically give one of them to the Daleks. She'll be pleased. Because we know it's not Ian's character. So yeah, that gives them to fight back. As they're working on a plan to stop the Daleks. Don't know what the entire plan was, but the Doctor and Susan end up heading back into the base, but ends up getting captured soon after. It's working together with some lives being lost in the way. We're going to be able to stop the Daleks. Yeah, the Daleks are defeated. Not really much of a bad description, but I cut down a lot of it because it's not really that important how they do it. If you want to know how important it is, just go watch this either the original serial from 1964 on BBC iPlayer or the colour version on BBC iPlayer or DVD. The colour version is more of a movie. So if you're interested, go. I think the movie version might be more digestible than just sitting there watching episodes. But of course, it does cut down a little bit of content and add some new soundtracks and stuff onto it. So it's best to watch both versions for experience. Yeah. Doctor teach them science. You can't stay to teach them now because, it's meaningless in this space. As they say by. We get a seemingly new shot. We get a new shot of the TARDIS leaving. Of course, in the original serial, there was a segment that led into the next episode. Next serial, The Edge of Destruction. So, but this is just a remastered movie. The show is 60, because this was released for the 60th anniversary a couple months ago. Also, we got a release date for Series 1 of Modern Doctor Who, new series. And that is August. Yeah, August. It's going to be ending in June. That's 2 months after it ends. 2-month wait. I'm not sure that's wise because it took a couple of weeks for this to come out. Unless it was months, I can't remember. I really can't remember. And we don't have that long to wait though. It's 3 months from now. So, yeah, that was the Dalek movie. I know I had to cut down some parts. I'm sorry. But it's more digestible. So, like I said, I watched this serial on previously. I watched the color version. Or watch both. I think both is a better viewing experience to see what's different in this version. Obviously, I want to be more movie-like. You'll be able to notice the difference yourself. I think YouTuber Josh Snares, I think his name was, did a comparison on it. He's an Australian YouTuber who's a fan of Doctor Who. Just saying, people saying Doctor Who's woke. It's not getting woke. Okay, it's not. And actually, the Doctor will be put down so many times. The Doctor always saves the day, no matter what. You can tell. So really, what is not woke? Sure, some elements of it, wokeness is slipping in. Like the whole Isaac Newton situation from the second special, Wild Blow Yonder. Yeah, I agree that was bad, a dumb decision, Davis. Russell T. Davis, you made a big mistake on that one. Because Isaac Newton is a real goddamn person, and he was a white man. You can't change the skin of a person, skin color of a real life person. Fictional characters are one thing, but real life people, that's just gone too far. But yeah, again, that was the Daleks. Before we Edge of Destruction, I'd like to take a bit of a break and view the Peter Cushing movie, which is based off this exact story. And if you watch the serial, then you'll be able to know what difference is there. Which I'm going to describe. But I'm going to wait a bit on that one. So thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed my content, please subscribe and want to see more, subscribe to the channel notification bell. Because you always come to the future. I know it's been my project has been super long. My first video actually on this channel, Cybermaster, was literally on the 60th one of the first ever episode, 60 years ago. 61 this year. Get my point. So yeah, I plan to continue more reviews in the future. Not just on Doctor Who. Other movies and TV shows. So it has to be the live action now. So I look forward to my Young and Knuckle series. Oof, that was going to be a doozy. Thank you. I'll see you guys next time. Summer Master out.